Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $20,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 57-year-old female. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go to pretty much any page on our website at funeralfunds.com and you just get onto this quote or select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount that you're looking for. Put your birthday in here, the rest of the info, click Get Quotes. It's going to take you to a page that's going to show you the best insurance companies with the lowest rates in your state. And you'll be able to compare those prices to those silly, ridiculous offers you see on TV and magazines, those low prices that always seem too good to be true. And then when you get on the phone with those companies, they are too good to be true. And then they try to upsell you. So you can be a smart consumer, get actual pricing and rates without getting pressured into anything. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. One of our agents can help you run those rates as well, help you get qualified for the best rates. So the first thing you need to understand as a female, age 57, looking for $20,000 worth of insurance, is that going to be enough for your final expense needs? So that would typically be cremation or burial. So for a cremation, the average cost of a cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn is between $1,000 to $2,000. And if you're going to be cremated and then have some sort of a ceremony, celebration of life or something like remembrance ceremony, that's going to be between probably $3,500 to $4,500 right now. So yeah, $20,000 is obviously going to be enough. Just as an FYI, most of the people we would help, for that cremation where they come home in a cardboard box or an urn, we're probably looking at, and on average, around $5,000 to $7,000. Now, even at that, you're overinsured kind of early on, which leaves some extra money behind in case you had any medical bills or anything like that. But that extra coverage inflation proofs the plan as you go on later in life too, and live to age 67 and maybe 77, 87. So can you get $20,000? Yeah, absolutely you can. It's just that most of the people we help are on a fixed or limited income, and we just want to be very considerate of their budget. And keep in mind that you can get a lower amount of coverage right now. You can always add more coverage later. So you've got that flexibility if your budget's tight. But if you have the financial means to get $20,000 and you want to do that, we can certainly help you out with that. Now, if you're going to get buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, hard to believe they're going to turn that thing away and make you walk out the door and let that check walk out the door to their competition. But by the same token, if they accept that $10,000 check, it's not going to be very fancy. It's going to be a very kind of meager, frugal affair. So most females age 57 that we're helping are looking at anywhere between $10,000, $15,000 to $20,000. And, if you get $20,000, you're going to be set, on probably for life, unless you have some really extravagant kind of funeral expense needs or something like that. But also just keep in mind that, if all you can afford is $10,000, do that right now, and we can always help you add more coverage later. Now, some people would say, hey, I want to get $40,000 or $50,000 and leave some money for my kids. We would typically not recommend it with these type of policies. If you want to leave that kind of money for your kids, probably a different type of policy or coverage would work better. But again, we just want to make sure that once you get this plan in place, it's going to be affordable for life for you, so that it's always going to be there protecting your family and loved ones. Now, one thing we recommend is first aid coverage or benefits, and that's all we help people with here at funeralfunds.com. We do not recommend the 2-year waiting period plans at all. We'll go over that in here in just a minute, but a lot of times people would say, well, I like the first aid coverage, but I know those plans ask health questions, and I'm not in the best of health. To which we say, hey, your health is our problem, not your problem. And what we mean by that is we work with enough different insurance companies that they all have different health questions. They all have different underwriting. And 90 to 95% of the time, we're getting people first aid coverage or benefits. So we're really great at what we do. The only reason you wouldn't qualify for first aid coverage or benefits it would be if you had some really significant health issues going on. Like maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months. or maybe you had dementia, or you were on dialysis, or you were in a hospital or in a nursing home. If that were the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different company. The other thing that happens, seems like every week, is somebody will call us up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and they didn't have insurance, and we don't have any money, and their body's at the funeral home, and the funeral home director is not going to do anything without a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so that we can get a check in our hand to get a check to the funeral home director's hand. To which we have to tell them there's no insurance company in the United States that is going to give anybody an insurance policy on a dead person. You have to be alive to qualify for this insurance. And it's really sad that that person who passed away, they knew they were going to die someday. They probably thought about getting this insurance, and they just kept putting it off. And then time caught up with them, and they didn't make it. And unfortunately, the people that they love the most, the people that they said they love the most, are going to suffer the most because they didn't take care of this. And now their family members or loved ones are going to suffer both financially and emotionally because they just didn't take care of this. And what a terrible legacy to leave behind, that, you know, the people that you love the most, you actually don't take care of at the final end. And when people, I guess, bring your name up, you know, from here on out, they're going to think, oh, nice person. We loved him, but man, they certainly put us in a terrible spot at the end, and we took us potentially years to pay that off. Don't do that to folks. Don't. Just get this insurance. It's affordable. You can start out slow if you want. We can help you out with that. Now, we don't recommend the plans with 2-year waiting periods. Colonial Penn is one of the more well-known ones, I think, just because they advertise a lot on TV, and you know, you see them all the time. I think their commercials seem to be on TV every 7 minutes or so. But yeah, it's a 2-year waiting period plan, and they're not the only one. There's other companies out there too, like Mutual of Omaha. Let's see, their United of Omaha line, AIG, Gerber. There's just a whole bunch of different companies out there that all they offer is 2-year waiting period plans. And yeah, we don't recommend them. Some of those companies have done such a great job of convincing American consumers and the American public that if you're over age 50, the only thing you qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period. Nothing could be further from the truth. When we hear that, we go, ha, 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 ha. Don't believe such nonsense, because we help people with first day coverage and benefits all day long. Now, a 57-year-old female might hear that Colonial Penn commercial and go, oh my gosh, for $9.95, I am probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Oh, I may even get $50,000 for $9.95. And then they talk with a Colonial Penn agent or get on their website like we do, and they find out that for a 57-year-old female, $9.95 is only going to get them $1,669. Now, that's not even enough probably for a cremation in some parts of the country. But it doesn't matter because it's got a 2-year waiting period. It's not going to pay out for 2 years for any death that's the result of a health or medical reason. And then in 2 years, $1,669 is not going to be worth as much due to inflation. See, it's like you're already starting in the hole. You know, why would you do that? I do not know. Let's take a look at pricing. It's Colonial Penn. You can't get $20,000 worth of coverage for a 57-year-old female on the nose. The reason is they've got this per unit pricing. You end up with this wackadoodle numbers like 1,669. Whereas all other companies would let you get 1,000 or 2,000, whatever it would be. So let's take a look. Let's see, 6, 9, 12. Is that 12? I'm trying to do the math in my head. 12 units. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So yeah, $20,000. You get $20,028. Evidently, that $28 is intended for something. I don't know, but yeah, $20,000 would be $119.40. So roughly $120. Let's go and look at what first day coverage would look like over here. So we've got $20,000, female, age 57, and we're going to click Get Quote. And again, $20,000 is around $120. We can get $20,000 worth of different company with first day coverage company for $53. Again, 53 versus 119. And this is first day coverage. First day coverage versus 2-year waiting period. So that is 53 minus 119. That is roughly $70 more a month. I'm just rounding numbers, but that is roughly $70 more a month. Now, Colonial Penn will sell you that policy, and they will allow you to overpay $70 a month for the rest of your life, and they'll sock you with a 2-year waiting period. Why would you do that? $70 more a month is roughly right around $840 more a year. After 10 years, that would be roughly $8,400 more on a $20,000 policy. You could overpay roughly $8,400 more than you need. Why would you do that? Keep that money in your own pocket just by going with a company that's going to get you the lowest rates. We can help you do that at Funeral Funds of America. That's what we do. There is no sense overpaying on this insurance, and there is no sense suffering through a 2-year waiting period policy if you don't have to. Let's look at some other companies, though. So we're right around $50-ish here. Let's look at, you'll be able to see all these different insurance companies. Look at this company, $70, Lumico, level coverage, first day, but roughly $20 more a month. That is roughly $240 more a year. You'd overpay roughly $2,400, yeah, after 10 years. Why would you do that? Why would you overspend when you can just, you can start right off with the right company and get the lowest rates? Yeah. Let's look at it. Oh, here's another company. $81. So yeah, Lincoln Heritage, they're a fine company, I guess, other than that pricing. Now, it is level coverage, first day coverage, but what they've got is they do a thing where when you pass away, they'll supposedly call 2 or 3 different insurance, or not insurance companies, they'll call funeral homes about your insurance. And they'll price shop 2 or 3 different funeral homes to supposedly get you the lowest pricing. They may do a couple other things, but they charge a higher premium for that. I mean, remember, this is 81. Let's go all the way back to the top. 81 to, yeah, 53. So roughly $30 more a month. You may think, it's only $30 a month, but that's $360 a year. After 10 years, that's $3,600. So if our 57-year-old female lives to age 67, she'll have overpaid roughly $3,600, and she'd be paying for a company, to make 2 or 3 phone calls, maybe do a couple of other things that maybe it only took an hour or so, and paying roughly $3,600 for that. Most people would say that's a pretty good payday for the insurance company. I would probably tend to agree with that. So what we've done is we allow you to get the lower rate here. And then what we do is we provide at Funeral Funds of America a free funeral and estate planning guide. You can just download that off our website and print it out. And you fill that thing out. Who gets what goes where, and what you want done after your death. And that way there's no surprises. You just keep that with your insurance policy. And when you pass away, your family's got the money from the insurance policy, but they also know your final wishes. And all they need to do is just execute. Just open up the pages and start going through it and execute your wishes. And they will do everything exactly as you wanted done. And there's no worry or stress on their part because they're knowing they're doing exactly what you wanted. And what a wonderful gift of love to take care of somebody in advance when you know it's going to be a difficult time for them in the future. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. So yeah, get the better pricing. Just use our funeral and estate planning guide. You'll save a lot of money, and you'll have the peace of mind knowing that your family knows what to do as well, and they have the money to do it. So go to funeralfunds.com, and you can use this quarter on any page. We've got a special one, though, for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube, where you can get the best discounts and lowest rates. And then also 888-862-9456. Call us up. One of our agents can get you pricing right over the phone as well. And whether you've got an existing policy and you just want to price shop it to make sure you got the best deal or add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you are looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. And if you just have any questions or concerns and want to know how anything works, we can help you out with that too. We look forward to the day where you reach out to us and we can provide you some information and help with this. and we will definitely get you the best pricing and get you that peace of mind you're looking for. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.